So, Sammelaufbau.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook?
Alicia?
It's filled with my adventures.
Das ist für dich.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Hallo Tobi, viel Spaß.
This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Oh, nee, da ist der... Nee.
Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear.
Die Details!
You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath.
Als wenn man das hätte festpinnen müssen.
LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface.
Ja, das stimmt, Sebi, das stimmt. Das ist cool, dass es die Originalstimme ist.
I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other.
Maus ist so süß. Ich liebe den Grafikstil übrigens. Ich liebe den Grafikstil.
We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Danke, danke.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical.
Das war übrigens Monkey Island 1 jetzt beendet. Gut, dass wir das so weit gespielt haben. Kleben wir das auch ins Buch. Yeah.
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big
Monkey Island 2.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once.
Ich hätte die Spiele nicht mal spielen müssen. Oh, warte mal, da ist ein Rahmen den Kamerarahmen.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
Voll Zeit verschwendet. Ja.
Elaine always seems to know when I need her.
Ja, vor allem Monkey Island 3 war eine tolle Zeit, ganz tolle Zeit.
Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I.
Es müsste ja dann nach 2 aufhören, richtig?
One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
Hä, 2 war viel länger als 1. Warum ist es kürzer?
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture.
Warte mal, haben wir sie nicht? Das haben wir doch gemacht. Da ist der Ring. Hä?
These are from the time I went to One time, Elaine got turned into a statue.
Ach so, er lügelt.
That guy never gives up.
Warum erwarte ich eigentlich, dass er wahr spricht? Natürlich, wir verdrehen gerade die Tatsachen, das waren wir.
The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture.
Wow, was für ein Lügenbold wir sind.
It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle.
Aber war das nicht Monkey Island 3?
I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive.
Hä, es war auch Monkey Island 3.
Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over.
Chat, ich bin
Game,
verwirrt.
Set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. This is the daisy we stomped on together.
Okay, noch was gesagt.
Wedding traditions are weird. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation.
Ein Haiku!
I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Ist das 4? Also, das sagt mir gar nichts.
Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her.
Dann spoiler ich mich halt mal, ne?
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
Dankeschön fürs Subgift an Jay. Vielen, vielen Dank. Dankeschön.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time.
Achso, das ist ein Bild, okay.
Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
Ist das 1?
Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee.
Tot!
I should have trusted her less. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does.
Ich liebe diese Krakelzeichnung. Also ich liebe den Stil davon. Wirklich, also die hätten das ganze Point-and-Click in dem Stil machen können für mich.
I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure.
Das könnte aber auch 2 oder 3 sein, also...
I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Also LeChucks Voodoo-Puppe, also ganz ehrlich, die hatten wir öfter. Notiz an mich selbst, mehr Papier für den Rest meiner Abenteuer besorgen. Oh, schön. Gut, war schön. Bis dann. Tschüss. Sollen wir die Credits noch durchlaufen lassen? Return to Monkey Island war ein gutes Spiel. Können wir jetzt, also ist vorbei, ne? Schöner Stream, danke. Ist auch wundervoll mit euch. Ihr wart sehr schlau, ihr habt sehr gut mitgedacht. Chat, also dadurch, dass ihr ja mitspielt, ne? Also ihr dürft ja, also ihr seid ja komplett, solange ihr das Spiel nicht nebenbei selbst gespielt habt. Möchtet ihr einfachen Modus oder schweren Modus? Die ganze Geschichte und der ganze Spaß, aber mit gelegentlichen Rätseln für den vielbeschäftigten Spieler? Oder mehr Rätsel, schwere Rätsel? Einfach affenstark für den Profi-Abenteuerspieler, der alles will. Gut, aber wehe wir hängen, Chat, ja? Wehe wir hängen. Das geht auf euren Nacken. Die Untertitel meine ich. Auftakt, eine unerwartete Geschichte beginnt.
Take this, LeChuck!
Es ist kleiner. Es muss geklappt haben.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Haha, ich lauf mit!
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog
Ach,
shack
sind
back
gar nicht die
there.
Eltern?
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way.
Hallo,
You have to
Placebo.
try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Hä? Sind die gar nicht die Eltern? Das ist ja nicht mal ein Plot-Twist.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Das hast du schon mal erzählt. Das kommt mir bekannt vor. Okay, ich bin unterm Beutel. Das ist nicht gut.
Smells like grog.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Chucky, halt die Schnauze. Ich will gucken.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Was im Plump... Ich will im Plumpsklo herumspielen.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
I once
Oh. To-Do-Liste des mächtigen Piraten Junior. Scurvy Dogs kaufen, Schlüssel für das Plumpsklo finden. Plumpsko. Hä? Nee. Hier. Entschuldigung.
Sounds real.
Brat? Did you know?
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Der rennt ja richtig. Ja, Strix, ja. Oh, Tab ist es. Oh Gott, es ist alles besser als früher.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Guckt mal, wir haben Spots.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Hallo.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Just beat it.
How much did you say grog is?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Chucky, nee.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Aber,
And no fries.
aber nur weil ich kein Geld habe, heißt es nicht, dass ich nichts essen muss.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8.
Warte mal, die Hühnerfüße Pommes kosten mehr als der Hotdog? Scurvy Dog meine ich?
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher.
Da
Let
hast du
me
bitte
tell
schon dein
you
erstes Thumbnail,
something.
Dominik.
I don't see that well. For all I know, you could be some really short 30-year-old guy trying to take advantage of my disability. In which case, shame on you. You should know better. And if you really are kids, then I have to tell you, I don't like kids. Don't like talking to them. Don't like listening to them. Don't like to smell them. You come in here, make fun of me, sneeze on the food, spill stuff on the floor, and leave without buying anything. I'd rather have rats.
I've got good news for you then.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there. I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money.
Ich rede nicht mehr mit
Never
dem.
mind.
Nee. Nee, wir gehen raus. Boah, nee, der redet mir zu viel.
How are we gonna get into the outhouse?
The scurvy dog guy has a key.
Okay, Chucky ist mein Hilfesystem, okay.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
LeChuck war schon immer hilfreich. Ich finde tatsächlich, also ich bin ja auch kein Hater des Grafikstils. Ich finde einfach nur, dass er nicht so gut...
I have an extra tooth in the back.
Chucky, halt die Schnauze jetzt! Ich fand einfach nicht, dass der so gut gepasst hat. Aber irgendwie also jetzt so im Spiel, so auch mit den Animationen, oder ich mag den Stil gerade.
What should we do next?
Nein,
Let's look for change in the
ja.
outhouse. Maybe we can find
Was?
enough to get scurvy dogs.
Was, Backenzapfen?
Hä?
Okay, so klicken und dann so.
Did you know? Good.
Weiß
you
nicht,
unlocked it.
ich hab's extra nicht ganz gelesen, weil ich Angst hatte, dass es spoilert oder so.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
Chuck?
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
Das, was gleich da über den schwarzen Dings da wieder krabbelt. Oh, diese Silhouette. Oh, ist... Oh. Oh.
It isn't a piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Oh, ich hasse sowas. Ich hasse diese langen Fühler. Oh, nee. Okay, ich guck da nicht mehr drauf. Nein, ich sehe es gar nicht.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh,
Was ist das?
gross. 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 Gross.
Boah, nee.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. I dare you to take a drink of this.
No way. I'm not doing that.
Oh, das ist ja ekelerregend.
I am not doing that again.
Okay, was? Aha.
I double dare you to take a drink of this.
Don't want to get sick before I get my scurvy dog.
I double dog dare you to take a drink of this.
I'll do it for 1,000,000 pieces of 8.
You will?
No.
I triple dibble dare you to drink this.
I'll do it if you do it first.
What's that over there?
Where?
Okay, I took a drink.
You did not.
Did so.
Did not.
Did so.
Do it again then.
Okay, you don't have to drink, but I dare you to wash your hands.
Fine. Your turn.
Ew! You actually did it!
Your turn.
No way.
Your turn.
No way. I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8.
Ich bin jetzt
Fake
schon,
coin
also...
is
He's almost as good as a real coin.
Können wir da dieses Gekrabbel da, ne? Hallo, ich bin Scurvy Dog. So.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
At home, I've got a collection of old
freigeschaltet
scurvy dog
Holzbein.
sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Those glasses
Also
are
ja.
thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. Now what?
Now what? Ich will einen Scurvy
Can
Dog.
we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. This
Protein,
is the
meinst du?
perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Also meine Karotten sind mir lieber.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Ah. Irgendwie sehen die Fässer hier alle gleich aus. Kaum zu fassen, ey. Okay, bevor wir... Wow, wie wäre... Wow.
I can stand on my
Wow.
head without using my hands.
Wie schnell ich
Let's
bin.
not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Okay, los, auf geht's. Schneller. Chucky kommt nicht hinterher.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces
Hä,
up to?
die ist ja
We
voll
just got
cool.
here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Die ist ja
Give me
voll
that.
cool, okay.
I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Yum!
Mwah.
Oh mein... Herumalbern und erkunden, den Anker ansehen, Chucky in einem Rennen schlagen, die Enten füttern, etwas Soße zu meinem Scurvy Dog hinzufügen, Schwertkampf üben, ein 4-blättriges Kleeblatt finden, sich etwas am Wunschbrunnen wünschen, unsere echten Eltern finden. Was? Klar.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They
Mann,
started
das
making
Spiel, ich kann
them
es nicht
bigger
mehr.
and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested
Interessant,
a
oder?
lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city.
I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ja, Shanks ist es. Wenn du etwas verpasst hast, kannst du Komma drücken, um die vorherigen Zeilen zu sehen. Ach, das habe ich vorhin gedrückt. Hä? Okay, das ist cool. Das ist wirklich ganz cool gemacht, ja.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally were? They started then. The current, but the older, even on a modern, that's stupid. The little, most ink about 30. Oh, but the word, yeah.
Hallo, Sansu. Okay. Also, was plottechnisch wichtig war,
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
es ist halt da, also es hat da angefangen, wo 2 aufgehört hat, aber die Personen, die man gesehen hat, sind gar nicht unsere Eltern gewesen. Deswegen haben wir jetzt die Aufgabe, unsere echten Eltern zu finden.
Hey, Chucky. Want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Ich wusste, dass ich es selbst machen muss. Ah, da sind unsere nicht echt Eltern. Nee, ich kämpfe nicht mit der Steuerung. Ich habe mit dem Punkt gekämpft, weil du den nicht halten kannst. Das heißt, ein Haken, ja? Ein Haken. Okay. Easy.
Hey, hands off.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself. What's this red glob on the ground?
Marmelade.
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Guten Abend, schöne Dame und Chat. Ich identifiziere mich ab jetzt als Pferd. Ich hoffe, ihr findet das nicht weird.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Autsch. Kurs für die 100 Bits. Vielen Dank und hallo, awesome.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Hä, was passiert da hinten?
Excuse me.
Nee.
Yes?
Never mind.
Was hat der da gemacht?
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Okay, wir haben noch was gemacht. Ente füttern, 4-blättriges Kleeblatt und sich etwas am Wunschbrunnen wünschen.
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. You have no regard for personal profit.
Ich wusste, ich bin einfach ein Meister, okay? Ich bin einfach ein Meister jetzt. Das ist ja voll easy hier alles. So, Ente hier. Easy. Weiter.
4-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Seh eins.
Good luck with that.
Seh eins. Ja, genau da. Da.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
I wonder where this path goes.
Wirklich? Also, je länger wir sehen, desto cooler finde ich tatsächlich den Grafikstil doch.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Oh, wir können auch mit ihr sprechen.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there. They're doing it wrong.
Bexy die.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Oh, Münze. Okay.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what is...
Yes, you know.
Yes. Well, helps it. Yes, you go.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Nö, Alicia. Absolut nicht.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Mann, Chucky, hör auf, du bist eklig. Was haben wir noch für Aufgaben? Unsere echten Eltern finden. Ja, aber die finden wir hier doch eh nicht. Gehen wir. Daddy!
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about
Okay.
it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ich dachte echt, Boybrush wäre einfach nur die jüngere Version von Guybrush. Ich habe das jetzt, also ich habe darüber aber auch nicht nachgedacht. Für mich war es ein Plot-Twist tief in der Karibik. Wir sind unser Kind gewesen, ja. Die Insel Mealy Island. Gut, mir ging es scheinbar nicht als einziges so. Oh nein. Monkey Island, geschaffen von Ron Gilbert. Jetzt habe ich wieder ewig diesen scheiß Ohrwurm. Ich hab's schon geschafft, ja. Oh, Dinky Spiele-Engine. Sandercock. Vom Jen Sandercock. Zeig Inventar.
Ich bin immer scharfklebig.
Willkommen zurück in der 1080p-Welt. Teil 1. Ein freundlicher Ort. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet, Teil 1. Aber ich habe ihn doch noch gar nicht. Naja, gut.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Nein, nicht Eule wegzoomen!
Of course. We lookouts have a lot of discretionary thinking time. I use mine to revisit my memories of every Anne, Jack,
Nase.
and Guybrush who spent 5 seconds with me a decade ago on their way to someplace else.
Wow.
Relax, I'm just winding your anchor chain. Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Ich bin verwirrt.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
Dankeschön fürs Subgift an Uhu. Dankeschön, Liebie. Ja, also, das davor war unser Sohn, Alicia.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch.
Brauche ich noch eine Karte?
Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture.
Nicht
I'm a little
sehen!
short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Ich meine nicht dich!
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years. The pen is mightier than the sword. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Mit den Piratenanführern sprechen, um Geld zu bekommen, einen Haufen Geld aufwenden, um eine Expedition zu organisieren, das Geheimnis von Monkey Island finden und die glorreichen Zeiten nochmal durchleben. Also, Chat, wir schaffen das Spiel heute. Scheint nicht so lang zu gehen. Oh, Dominik.
Oh, der Storch!
Oder ist das ein Pelikan? Oh Gott, wie sieht denn Elaine aus?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's
Ach so.
keen on bluntness.
Okay, ich dachte schon. Wobei, dann wird Elaine auch nicht viel besser aussehen, ne?
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Ach, das ist LeChuck?
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Der spuckt.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Aber ich will doch auch mit euch sprechen. Wo ist der Hund?
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Also die Geschlechter zu erkennen in diesem, in diesem Stil ist schwer.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Okay, wichtige Sache. Hä, das ist jetzt eine Frau? Hä, das liest gut. Also der Remix.
Nice and hot.
Okay, nicht
Wonder how
Pause.
long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
Wo kam der noch?
We're the pirate leaders.
Zwei
Get
Frauen?
lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Was ich sehr gut finde, dass die Musik leiser gemacht wird, sobald jemand redet.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Ich hab doch gerade schon lauter gemacht gehabt.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Chat, wie findet ihr jetzt den Grafikstil? Also jetzt, wo man ihn wirklich im Spiel sieht und so?
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Okay. Ich mag ihn eigentlich. Grafik finde ich voll okay. Ich mag ihn, noch immer ungewohnt. Voll geil. Danke, Sascha. Voll geil. Und schon kommt Sascha, klar. Im Spiel finde ich ganz okay. Ist schön, aber 3 ist halt Favorite. Ich finde die Schriftart etwas verspielt. Ich finde die Schriftart cool. Ich mag aber solche Schriftarten. Ich finde sie nur zu groß. Doch besser als geglaubt. Bewegung sieht viel besser aus als den Bilder befürchtet. Ja, ja, ja. Wir sind halt hässlich. Hallo Sascha, danke für den Raid. Vielen, vielen Dank. Was hast du Schönes gemacht? Hallo June. Ich sag voll geil. Also ich lese voll geil vor und schon kommt der Raid von Sascha. Also es ist halt... Es ist wie Bloody Mary, nur halt voll geil. Nach hinten rollen. Ja, wir haben es halt auf klein schon gestellt. Das war davor noch größer. Das ist klein. Klein.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Pokémon Blazed Glazed, was ist das?
you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Ein Romhack. Noch nie gehört. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. War aus Film berechnet. Ah, das wusste ich, Sebi.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Das ist mir zu dynamisch. Es bewegt sich.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Also,
I like the old pirate leaders better.
ich habe einen Kritikpunkt vom Visuellen. Alles ist zu nah, alles ist zu groß. Es ist, als ob es für Handy wäre. Also von der Auflösung her. Wir nehmen uns nicht so ernst. Nee, ich glaube auch. Da hängt einer raus, ich will den schubsen.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented.
Du kämpfst wie eine
I
Kuh.
served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back...
Yes.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and
Die
breathe.
Planke!
How have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Die Atmosphäre in der Bar ist anders als früher. Diese neuen Piratenführer scheinen echte Idioten zu sein. Habe ich schon erwähnt, dass ich das Geheimnis von Monkey Island finden werde.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it
Ich
used
sitze
to
auf der Planke, ja?
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship
Oh,
at the
willst du mein
docks?
Schiffskoch
I think I'll
werden?
steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ihr seid solche dreckigen... Oh. Mit Absicht gemacht. Mit 100% mit Absicht, um sich noch über mich lustig zu machen.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Hä, Proteine sind wichtig.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Well, it's definitely a mop. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Oh, ich will putzen.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. Looks like a mugshot. Active little guys, aren't they?
Ich geht Maden.
It's like a miniature dance party. At least they look healthy. At least they look healthy.
Oh Gott, jetzt müssen wir auch noch öfter auf Sachen drücken.
Remind me never to eat here again. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
So, aber dann haben wir hier aber alles, glaube ich. Tschüssi. Ach nee, oh.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Protein, ja. Oh, Dankeschön, Lix, für den Prime-Sub. Dankeschön für die 2 Monate. Vielen, vielen Dank. Und hallo, Lix. Hab Ron den Clip geschickt. Ja, dachte ich mir. Ist noch kurz vor knapp reingefügt worden. Erinnert mich dran, wenn es möglich ist. Wenn ich irgendwann Pipi machen muss, ich stelle euch hier ab.
It's those 3 clowns at the back table.
Yarr.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Viel Spaß im Lurk und danke für den Resub.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like
Gott,
someone just
Karten?
left it here unattended.
Monkey Island Displays. Im hinteren Teil der Scamba ist die Küche. Ich hab was habe ich gewonnen? Okay. Natürlich.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Ich wollte eigentlich mit dem Washington sprechen. Ach, mit den Piraten, okay. Die ist einzeln. Hallo!
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Hast du mal noch aufgepasst? Ich weiß es nicht. Aber ihr dürft ja mitraten. Also, ihr macht das dann für mich, ne? Oh, das ist eine Leiche. Gut, dass der Hut verzeichnet wurde. Ernsthaft? Hier ist so wenig? Ich bin jetzt schon traurig. Oh Gott, ich muss niesen. Oh, das wird heute noch öfter passieren. Ich bin, wie gesagt, ein bisschen erkältet.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Schon wieder. Es tut mir leid. Heute ist ein bisschen, also es ist einfach zu kalt gewesen die letzten Tage. Da bin ich... Ich habe kein Problem mit Kälte. Ich habe Problem mit Wechselwetter. Und du genießt das Spiel einfach besonders. Ja, ja. Quizkarte, Chat. Okay, Moment. Die Entwicklung des ursprünglichen Monkey Islands dauerte 9 Monate, 22 Monate, 16 Monate oder viel zu lange. Kommt. Fanboys. Habe ich für Gesundheit ein Shortcut? Wow. Ich putze kurz Nase, dann habt ihr beantwortet. Ja, komm rein, Alicia. Also, in dem ist wirklich genug Platz. Also richtig viel Platz. Okay, jetzt haben wir zweimal viel zu lange, zweimal 9 und einmal 22. Ich nehme 16. Ich nehme 16. Einfach weil wir es gar nicht haben. Ich dachte, ich kann da noch mal.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even
so viele
humans
Frauen
are
plötzlich.
mostly
Ich bin's nicht
tolerated.
No thanks. I'm getting my own
Suit yourself, but don't do.
Das hat er gespeichert, ne? Das hat er gespeichert, ne? Chat, wir können nicht neu laden. Ne, wir können nicht neu laden.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas.
Ja, es ist ja nicht Spoiler, das ist Auflösen. Nachdem wir es falsch hatten.
Job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Ich bin ganz ehrlich, ich hätte auch 9 Monate gesagt, weil ich irgendwo auf dem Schirm noch hatte, dass es nicht mal zweistellig im Monatsanzahl war. Ich habe ja Game Design studiert und Monkey Island, wie gesagt, war relativ präsent.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition,
Früher hat es einfach
the
alles auch
delicate
viel
scent of
weniger lang
old
gedauert.
soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay, okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Blocklist. Blocklist heißt das jetzt.
How clever. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face.
Auf
Sorry.
geht's, Schönheits-OP.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you. So I'm sorry, I can't.
Eigentlich ist es doch einfach, anders auszusehen. Wir gehen einfach in Spiel 1, 2 oder 3. Obwohl nur 1 und 2, 3 ist ja da noch nicht geschehen. 1 oder 2, obwohl, warte. Was ist das denn? Egal, 1 oder 2 und dann sieht er eh anders aus.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Chat, wir dürfen auf keinen Fall noch ein Quiz verkacken. Ihr müsst besser werden. Vor allem müsst ihr euch einig werden.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the
Die
pressure
Voodoo
upon
Lady!
him in a
Wieso hat die
different
grüne
way.
Haare? Okay. Gar kein Problem. Ich bin natürlich also offen für sämtliche Veränderungen. Elaine?
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Wir geben für Leute.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of
Das ist
lines
auch
to
die
a lot
normale
of
Stimme,
sailors
ne?
and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a
Zuckerbrötchen, oh
long
mein Gott,
time.
kann jemand Dominik
Try
bannen?
me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Also, ich möchte jetzt nicht, aber ich finde, Captain Madison würde ich mehr simpen als Elaine.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Sie hat einfach aufgelegt.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Ich habe schon überlegt. Also ich habe kurz überlegt, ich bin ehrlich.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello. It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Gute Besserung, Jay, und schlaf gut. Ich hoffe, dir geht's morgen besser. Kurz mit den kurzen trinken. Ich dachte, dein Zuckermolch, also ganz ehrlich, dein Zuckermäulchen war nicht weniger schlimm. Auf Ex, ja.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate.
Ja, bekomme ich gerade
The
nicht noch.
sign says so. Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale.
Ich meine, die kannte man aus dem Trailer, ne?
Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, but wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once you be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
Bowl ist geil.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
Aye, it matters not. We've all of us moved on.
I'm going on a journey to find the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate what holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
In the old days, we might have gone after it ourselves.
But we've got new fish to fry, so to speak.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Ich finde es so süß, dass hier so ab und zu mal so eine Ratte vorbeiläuft. Ich meine, das mit diesem Spinnen-Ameisen-Kakerlaken-Fieder im Klo war jetzt nicht süß oder so. Aber ich mag es, dass da so viel Liebe drin steckt. Warum habt ihr diese Ecke gewählt und nicht eine, die näher an eurem Fischladen liegt? Ja?
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee.
Was?
I hope he's not
Nee.
still sore about the moniker.
Wally!
Oh, yeah. That clock has been broken for decades now. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Auch eine stehen gebliebene Uhr geht zweimal am Tag, richtig. Was hat er jetzt?
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? This place has kind of gone downhill.
Okay, also die Shortcuts gehen aber nicht mehr.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Wir müssen gucken, ob man hier... Also Quizzes. Wir müssen... Da ist ein Quiz! Chat, Quiz-Time. Jetzt strengt euch ein bisschen mehr an, ja? Die Blumen bei der Bank. Die Blumen bei der Bank sind gelb, rosa, rot oder lila. Ich bin auch eigentlich, also ich dachte auch rosa. Ich glaube, es geht um Guybrush und Boybrush. Da bei der Bank. Na, da, wo er die Geschichte erzählt, man, Chat, jetzt passt ihr überhaupt auf? Nee, die waren rosa. Also man muss dazu sagen, rosa war in der Mehrzahl. Aber jetzt ist halt auch wieder die Frage, ist es so ein Klemmi-Rosa? Hä, wie gelb er da war. Hä, guck mal, wie cool. Er ist einfach knallgelb. Wow. Naja, Chat. Ihr seid halt nicht so schlau.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally.
Er ist aber ein bisschen älter
Whatever
geworden.
your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Also wir sehen es ja dann wieder in so einer Cutscene da, also Zwischenszene, wo er da, also denkt dran, wir müssen überprüfen, wie die Farben aussehen. Ich bin auf der Suche nach einem Mob.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Touché.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Magic the Pirating.
Hey, Wally.
Na, ich hab auf die...
It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
Ich wollte eigentlich auf die Map gucken, aber...
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Yeah.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Alle neuesten.
This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island.
Panty Island.
It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. Ooh, looks chilly up there. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Miss...
Yep, Trouser Island.
Nein, ich wollte hier hin.
I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Zum Teppich sagt er nix, oder was?
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Mazes sind immer so amazing.
Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. Huh, never seen one of those before. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
Oh, wir gehen shiny Pokémon fangen. Oh, Nadel und Faden.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. Ooh, looks chilly up there. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
Gut, dann haben wir ja alles. Shiny Map Simons. So, auf zur Voodoo Lady. Hallo!
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Doch, das hat sich verändert. Das hat sich definitiv verändert.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Sie hat
Nice
sich
to
verändert.
see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will.
Brauche ich nicht. Ich spiele Videospiele.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Ich will es einmal ausprobieren, aber wir hängen ja gerade eh nicht. Also, wir wissen ja, wir müssen zu dem und dem laufen. Oh. Oh, du kannst wirklich Fragen stellen. Okay, das ist cool.
An empty basket.
Ja, dann gucken wir halt jetzt.
Should have gotten here last month. Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are
Wofür
likewise
darf ich denn da
considered
nutzen?
outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty.
Ach, die Garantie ist mir egal.
Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Habe ich es bezahlt?
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. It makes things look bigger.
Penis.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Der Vergebungsfrosch. Wusstet ihr, in Korea, Sagwa heißt Apfel und Sagwa heißt aber auch Entschuldigung und deswegen gibt man symbolischen Apfel an eine Person, bei der man sich entschuldigen will. Und man sagt halt, ja, ich akzeptiere den Apfel, also beziehungsweise ich habe den Apfel bekommen und akzeptiere es so ähnlich. Und deswegen sagt man halt, wenn man sagt, ja, danke für den Apfel so mäßig, sagt man auch, ich akzeptiere die Entschuldigung.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old
LeChuck.
transgressions.
LeChuck. Nimm meinen Frosch.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
Bestimmt auch was?
Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Was der wohl angestellt hat, bestimmt fremdgegangen.
Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Warum nicht?
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Bunt.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Oh, ja, dann will ich bitte die Vorhänge haben. Frauenkleider. Oh Gott, Chat. It's time. Wie viele Steinaffen gibt es im 3. Ring? Ich weiß nicht mal, was der 3. Ring ist. Dankeschön, Caruso, für die 31 Bits. Vielen, vielen Dank. Und hallo, Caruso. Sollten wir vielleicht hier einfach warten, bis wir darauf Hinweise finden? Ich glaube, wir sollten einfach warten.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for sale.
Not very practical. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor.
Welcher fucking Ringe der Macht war nicht ein Affe?